Welcome, agent wizards and SmythOS enthusiasts. Today, we are diving into a game-changing feature that will take your projects to the next level: integrating components. But before we jump in, let me give you a sneak peek of what's coming up in this module. We'll be exploring API calls, mastering Postman for testing, creating and deploying agents, and even delving into Google API integration. It's going to be an exciting ride. Now, let's hand it over to our SmythOS guru, Mike Sale, who will introduce us to the power of integrating components. Take it away, Mike.
So, integration components. Let's go ahead and jump right into our expert here. And what I want to do is take a look at the different integration components. I'm sorry, can you just 1 second here? So with your integration components, there are ways that you can do things that you otherwise you could try and do with LLMs, but in many cases, LLMs are focused primarily on a specific point in time. They were built and are updated up to a certain point, and then beyond that, they're essentially doing web searches, and sometimes those are not up to date.
Mike's highlighting a key advantage of integrating components. They allow you to work with current real-time data, something that LLMs alone can't always provide.
You want to actually continue to work with current data in a lot of cases. Like, for example, if you want to work with the latest news on a particular industry, you're going to need to use something other than an LLM to get the latest news topics. If you want to get current search results in Google, you're going to have to use something that's not an LLM to get those results. So to do that, you use integrations, and we have a number of integrations with Google for processing your mail, or for example, if you get I think someone had mentioned an agent that actually looks for orders inside of their mail, and then when it gets an order, it will actually take that information and convert it from an email, which is unstructured text, into an actual order that can be passed on to a salesperson in a draft format. That absolutely required that you make a call to an external API like the Gmail API to go ahead and create, get, list, etc. So as you can see here, there's a lot of components in here for the Gmail piece. That's because Gmail, there's a lot of things that you want to be able to work with Gmail and do with Gmail.
As Mike explains, integrating components are crucial for keeping your SmythOS projects up to date and relevant. They are your ticket to accessing real-time data from various sources.
There's things like Firebase, which is for storing files and images, both essentially object storage as opposed to block storage, which kind of grows incrementally. The Google Analytics, we know that Gustavo is working on an agent where he wants to be able to pull data from Google Analytics, which is a component, and then use an API call to actually, get Google Search Console data. And we showed the how do you do that? You have to actually use create an OAuth authentication screen and enable the APIs and get the client secret and client key, and those two together along with authentication will allow you to work with the Google APIs using the OAuth. We talked about that. With HubSpot, there's all kinds of fun things that you can do. You can work with, for example, create spreadsheets, append values, or basically add rows to a particular sheet. You can add new sheets and then add data to it.
Wow, that's an impressive example of how integrating components can automate complex workflows. Imagine the time and effort you can save with setups like these. SmythOS enthusiasts, integrating components are your secret weapon for creating dynamic, data-driven applications. They bridge the gap between your SmythOS projects and the vast world of external data and services. In our next video, we will see these components in action as we explore the SEO Writing Agent template. Get ready to supercharge your SmythOS skills. See you in the next one.